introduction, just straight live.
Come on, man. Yeah,
Just like that. Where's Graham?
yeah. Just no intro. Hey, no countdown. Hey, what's up, everyone? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, man. Wherever you are, I know, Rich. It is evening for you, right? You're in the same time
It's
zone as me.
fourth or others. Graham, right there.
There's Graham. What's up, Graham?
Wait with this arm. Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me fine?
Yeah. Welcome,
Super.
welcome, man. You made it. Your internet is good.
My internet's been fixed magically, so I can now stream and not have major issues.
There you go. Well, welcome. We got Rich, we got Graham. I don't know who else is going to drop by today, but this is going to be the last stream for 2021 on my channel, man. So really good to see everybody here. I'm pretty sure this is Annette with Easel. Hey, Rob, happy holidays. Wisco Ted is here as well. And our friend Jeff Geronimo is driving to Laguna, Rich.
Yeah.
So,
wow. My question is that did Graham and I start the year with the stream with you? And we're ending it. So we bookend the year.
I haven't streamed with that many people, so it's very possible my first stream was with Rob this year.
Yeah.
We gotta start the way. Yeah, we gotta start the way we finish. So yeah, I actually don't know. I'll have to look that up later. Shelly's in the house. Hey, Shelly, good to see you. Demi Hard, man, everyone's dropping by. It's awesome. Challenge ITV, great, awesome. Hey, Rich, have you been to Laguna where Jeff is driving? Have you been there?
I'm not a Manila boy. I'm from down south, so normally I'm just in Manila for a few hours waiting for a connecting flight. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, this is awesome. Vaughn Sanders is here as well. This is great. We have zero agenda today, gentlemen, and so I don't know who is going to come by. Just kind of put it out to a few friends to come by, and this is the last stream of 2021. So yeah, we're just going to answer questions. If anybody has any questions, drop them by. If you just want to share anything, that's what this is really for. So yeah. Rich, Graham, are you guys doing anything big for New Year's Eve? Big plans?
Possibly a Zoom call with all the family members spread across Canada.
Nice. That's one way to do it. That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Look who we have here.
Oh,
there we go.
The Doc Rock.
It's cracking. What's happening? Rob, you look so lumberjacky.
I know, right? I know. It's cold, man. It's cold on the West Coast
Canadian
right now.
is showing.
I'm wearing a fluffy jacket, so I could get like the lumberjack thing, stick it underneath there if you want. Although I do think that Rob's actually colder than I am, which is odd because usually BC is like almost tropical in comparison.
No, it is not tropical right now. It's what is this weather? I don't know Celsius, but I don't know so 26 -3. I'm looking at the wrong one. -3 Celsius. So it's freezing. It's freezing. Miss San Diego weather right now. But
well, what's the weather in Hawaii right now? Like probably like 75.
78.
Now see, I was close.
Oh man.
Well, where's your jacket?
No need. I just came from outside too. I had to run and grab water because I was spinning right before I was talking to Brian Shulman trying to help him fix something. And so I just went outside. I was like, oh, what a lovely, beautiful day in the neighborhood.
How is Brian Shulman, man? How's
He's
Brian?
good. He's crazy.
Yeah.
I love that guy. He's so funny.
He is funny. He's a funny guy. Nice. Well, they said that Doc is in the house. Thanks, man. All prayers to the Philippines. I know there's a typhoon. I mean, there's typhoons in the Philippines
again
quite often. But
yeah, it's quite often. True that.
Yeah.
Typhoon Odette. Right, Rich? Is that the one? Yeah, Typhoon Odette.
Typhoon Odette.
Yeah, if you guys, you guys should YouTube it. It's crazy down there. People just like everything's just knocked down. Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, I'm from the south. I'm from that area, so.
Really?
Luckily, my family, we're all okay, but there's a lot of devastation throughout that area. So.
Yeah, it was nuts. When I lived in Japan in typhoon season, bruh, it's crazy. You just hear things flying and see cars going down the street sideways because the wind has it. So it turns and then the wind drags the whole car down the street. Bruh, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I've never been in
Jeff was driving, so he's in Cali right now?
No, he's in the Philippines, man. He's
I
going
thought
to.
you said Jeff was driving in Laguna. I was like, what?
No, yeah, it's Laguna in the Philippines.
Not Laguna Niguel.
Oh, that Laguna.
That Laguna.
My bad.
There you go. Of course, these you guys getting some love for your lights and your setup as usual. Come on.
Thank you. I'm putting mine back. I was tweaking mine, messing with Brian. I got to get my colors back. He messed my colors all up.
There. Now we all have the right color.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Dude, I just got those for Christmas. These tall ones. Those are nan light Pavo Tube, Pavo Tube 15Xs. So it does all kind of like trippy weirdness. It's super dope. And I was like, man, how did my old lady figure out that kind of thing? She cheated. She went to Pro Camera Hawaii. And then she's like, all right, boys, he's here like every week for hours at a time. What does he keep touching? And then,
good.
So my boys helped me out, bro. They set me up with the right stuff. So we're good.
Paying attention. This one right here? This Pavo Tube.
Oh, it's the newer ones. I got the 15Xs. So same thing, but the X model is different in instead of the whole thing being one color, I have pixel effects, so I can run colors up and down the whole hootenanny. Right. So that's almost not last year's version. It's a couple years back, but
let me get my pencil out here and write that down.
Oh, they are
added
legit.
to the list of lights I want. Well, I want to get the new. I've been looking at the Amaran 60D. I think it is. Yeah,
fantastic light.
Yeah, it comes in. It's like a little tiny light. So I'm looking at trying to figure out like what kind of little softbox I can get for it because I'm been looking for like a more of a softbox setup here, and I'm looking at going like, yeah, that looks portable.
I'll get you the softbox. Hold on, I got it.
Doc got everything.
I know, man. It's got all the toys,
You could probably walk through his house like it's Costco.
Yeah, probably. He's probably got a whole second setup, just like not set up. You know, it's just laying around. That's good, man.
This is why you make detachable headphone cables so you can walk away. This is a Pro Photo OCF softbox 2-foot octa, right? So it's tiny, right?
Yeah.
But when I fold it up, of course it folds super small, and then it's a Bowens on the back. But what I did on the Bowens is put this rubber ring inside, and then so you can do that, so it's faster. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So the Octaboxes, you can get the speed ring instead of the standard Bowens. So it does fit a standard Bowens if you want, but I put the speed ring on the Bowens part and then use this little rubber hootenanny to just like lock it up. Nice. You know what I mean? So 2-foot Octabox. It's made by Pro Photo, and she go.
There we go.
Nice.
And so I have the Nanlite 60, which is what you said, but it's the Nanlite version because Amaran, I was my favorite brand, but they were always out of stock, and I just got really sick of them. And so although I still have 3 Amarans, that one right there and 2 on the bottom, all of them went away, and I just switched everything to Nanlite because they're in stock. But it's basically the same thing.
It's crazy. And you control it on your phone like an app?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Very good, man. It's awesome. Anything to make it easy. Somebody showed me they've just got like one switch. Is Ruslan. He's just got like one switch. Everything's like connected to a switch when he gets into the studio. I want to get to that place. You just like I was thinking about it. Just grab everything and put it into like a smart outlet, and then everything. One button when you get here in the morning, and then turn everything on. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a studio with giant windows, so I have to every time I go on or record or something, I always have to adjust all my lights. So I now have like this mental spot where it's like I need to make this change, that change up there, depending on if it's like day or night when I'm filming. So
yeah,
I really like Rich. Those are PlayStation button lights.
Yes, sir.
Or Squid Games. Oh, it's the whole thing. The whole thing.
So you could change it like.
Oh, that's cool.
I found that at Marshall's, and I figured since I'm on Twitch all the time, I might as well
do something
on gaming.
the hotel that I stay at whenever I do go to Shinsaibashi, whenever I go to Tokyo, it's staring at the PlayStation building. So I see that at night because I always, random somehow get this side of the building and you're always looking at it. So it's pretty cool. It's like right there in the middle of Tokyo.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
They also had a Pac-Man one, but when I went, they didn't have it. I really wanted the Pac-Man one because it's more my era.
Yeah.
But sooner or later you'll see probably a Pac-Man one on the other side.
On the other side.
Yeah.
Nice.
So good. So
Nice.
Rob, what's your 2022 plan, man?
Yeah, that's a good question, man, actually. I think more of the same. More of the same. I don't know. I'm not like I don't usually make big drastic changes on like January 1st. I'm not that guy. Like I just know I'll like drop it, so small changes, but I think if I can launch a proper membership in Q1 next year, I'll be pretty happy. I think that'll be a win.
I don't know if you heard of this place, Uscreen. That can help you set up a membership site.
How do you spell that? I gotta Google. Do you have a
I think it starts with
link?
a W.
Yeah.
EWE is
YOO. Yeah.
Yo, so I'm with you. I'm in the exact same boat, and so I've been playing around and looking around in the back. But I'm thinking that before I do what I normally do, which is just dive in and poke my way around, I'm actually going to go through all of the training material top to bottom.
Yeah.
And try to see what I can build. And so the way I figured I would do this, because I think it's better that we're teaching people the good habits instead of the bad habits.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite number is 22 and 8. Everything. Always has been forever and a day. I don't say lucky number because I really believe in luck. I believe in doing the work and it happens. So randomly it happens to be 2022 coming, right? So it's kind of perfect. And then you hear this adage all the time. It takes 21 days to make a habit. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take various apps or hardware or things that I've gotten throughout the years, and I'm going to spend 22 days with it solid. Getting better at whatever. So say the Rodecaster Pro. I'm gonna spend 22 days straight with it, improving something every day, learning something that I don't already know, or relearning. A lot of us, we realize we need to relearn the stuff you already learned so you can make it better. And then in the process of learning out loud and showing people what I'm doing as I'm going, maybe somebody else will learn something. So I'm going to just try this and see if it works. If it fails miserably, then I'll switch. But I'm with you. No resolutions. I don't believe in that either.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you guys? Big, any big plans?
For me on YouTube, I've been working on my email list. So I've got more people signed up on my email list in the last month than I had on the email list to start. So I'm finally getting towards that. In terms of content, I'm actually finally getting stuff in the mail. So,
nice.
I got a bunch of stuff at the start of 2021 and some stuff over the summer, and then everything was like horribly delayed. Thank you, pandemic, and every shipping accidents and all that stuff. So it's all finally showing up in January and February, and I'm like, yay! And then I'll figure out what I'm doing the rest of the year once I review all that stuff.
Once you get it all there, man, that's good.
It's starting to show up, and it looks like most of it's going to be here by the middle of January, although one thing is coming from overseas, so I suspect that's probably going to be February, so I'll be playing around with that stuff and actually making more review videos versus my here's how to use Photoshop or here's how to use a whole bunch of other photo editing apps, because I've been playing around with a bunch of them. So
yeah. Nice. Are those like sponsored gear? Like people are sending it over for you for a review and stuff?
Half of it is.
Nice.
Half of it's stuff I've bought, and then half of it's sponsored stuff that's been sent to me to review. So
nice, man. Congratulations.
I may already have another one this week. We're working out the details, so we'll see.
There you go, man. Hustling. That's good.
Yeah, gotta do what you do.
Yeah. Rich, how's Twitch, man? You shifted to Twitch a lot more, but you're still on YouTube. like doing your YouTube thing.
Yeah. I switched to Twitch because I just wanted to test it out. Because a lot of people, I mean, you can't say anything about it until you actually try it out.
Yeah.
As expected, the search functionality on Twitch is poo-poo. It is. But what I'm doing is I'm basically like I started a second channel, right? So nobody really knows about it. It's like a secret channel, but I'm really trying to see what the organic growth is there. So there's some videos on there
that you just told everybody about.
Yeah, but you guys don't know the name of it. But pretty much it's like that's where I put a lot of my highlights of my Twitch streams. I haven't put as much effort into it. Probably going to be a lot more in 2022. But I'm just trying to see if I could start bringing in a crowd that way. Use YouTube search functionality and bring it across. And also today I found out that TikTok is now the most searched website over Google. It like surpassed Google. So
I saw that somewhere.
Yeah. So I might
was in the news.
Yeah, I might be dropping some stuff into TikTok too to see if I can get views this way, that way. But that's pretty much it. Just trying to grow the brand, not necessarily anything. I decided I'm not going to do anything educational because I really suck. I really suck at it. So I'll just try to entertain people, on the internet, like with whatever games or whatever art I'm doing that day. That's pretty much it.
Nice, man.
And that's still edutainment.
Yeah,
edutainment.
Right. Yeah, edutainment is the way to do it if you can.
Yeah.
If you want,
you have the personality.
Education, then come on over to my channel because entertainment is not what I provide.
Well, you know what it is. Straight education scares people sometimes, and sometimes they just get bored. So if you can educate at the same time, let your personality shine and be funny and whatever, like Rob, then here it goes.
That's the trick. I'm funny on the live streams, and then I'm like, come over to my channel, and then I'm like, hello, and today we're going to learn about telescopes.
So you know what you do? Take your who said edutainment? Take your live streams and purposely make them as you're recording your tutorials, and then go add the B-roll to it. So it's a combo.
Yeah.
You know who does that? The cooking shows, right? Before Alton Brown, he'd be in the studio, but then he'd be at the grocery store, and then he'd be like at the farmer's market. So I don't think I haven't seen anybody do that. I haven't seen anybody take their live content and mix it in within some outside B-roll of them going to do stuff and mix it together.
Well, like when I'm streaming, like I can stream. This is my setup. If I'm recording stuff in the studio, this is my setup. But then if I'm out and about, I have the mobile equipment I have. So
make your out person a different Graham. That's even more funny.
The out person's funnier than the in person for sure. Yeah, I went to a bee farm and they give you like the giant thing, and I'm like, I'm in a spacesuit.
Because that was my favorite part of Alton Brown was his brother, his alter ego, his brother AB. That was just funny because he played like the bad guy, and all of this stuff. I always thought that was hilarious.
That's funny. Challenge ITV, stick to my plan. That'll be a great win already. Second, focus on the path that really is the end goal. So yeah, just keep at it. Lem, I haven't seen Lem in a while. So Lem, I messaged you. If you're up, man, come by. It's good. Lots of we see Junaid here as well. Yeah. What's up, Junaid? Good to see you.
Yeah, he's telling me to don the bee suit. I don't actually have it here. I was at an apiary. I had to give it back. Sort of when you suggest, can I keep this? The answer is generally no, and it say, but here's the website you can buy it from. And that was a bit more than I would want to spend on a gag gift, though.
Bee suit for the win, bro.
Designed to stop bees from poking you.
You have a bee suit?
Well, at the apiary they have bee suits because they have a whole bunch of beehives. Warmed by bees all around, all this stuff. It's like I wouldn't want to be out there without one.
That's so funny.
If I got stung by one of those bees, I would die.
Yeah, no,
because I don't carry my EpiPen ever.
No,
there's no place to put it. It's too big. It's like I'll just take my chances, and so far so good. Never get stung by bees.
Junaid's a beekeeper. Yeah,
of course. Junaid has so many hobbies. I love this guy because I used to be like that, and then I learned to stop because it was getting expensive. Because I somehow picked all expensive hobbies.
Yeah,
but I think Junaid actually makes like honey and sells it and bottles it. right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Junaid should do a video where he like looks underneath his desk and finds a door, and he opens the door and like crawls through it in a bee farm. It's like the Junaid studio is just nuts, you know, like the progression. It's just like now it's like crazy.
Shelly, what are you trying to do to me?
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. EpiPen. All right. Cool. How's Vlogmas, Doc?
I'm over.
Well, we're done, I guess.
Tomorrow's the last day. You know, it was really good watching everybody. I did more teaching and curating and stuff. I didn't actually create a bunch of videos and stuff this go around because we were busy doing stuff at Ecamm, repping for the new year. But it was cool doing it as the Ecamm community instead of just you know, my group by itself. It was fun watching people come in and seeing people like just completely grow up in 30 days is amazing to me. And I think everyone goes into it daunting and afraid, and everybody that comes out of the end doing all 30 days or whatever, they're like, holy crap, I didn't believe I could get that good that fast.
Yeah.
But that's anything, bro. If you're making pancakes, it's the same thing, right? Learning how to play whatever your favorite game is, or you know, track stars or whatever. If you do it everything for 30 days straight, bro, at the end you will find some improvement. I really don't care what you're doing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I did it last year and it was really cool. This year I was like, let's not kill myself. When you're sort of opening presents early so you have something to talk about was, I think, pushing the limit.
Yeah, so you know what it is, everybody did this go around because we're doing it. A lot of people just did it as live streams, and it was about getting that, you know, the comfort that we all have now because we've done it so much of just being live. It's still extremely scary to a lot of people, which I completely don't understand because the camera ain't never hurt nobody. But you know, so many people have been brainwashed into, you know, the camera is scary. And so it's funny story real quick. Yesterday, my niece came back from a vacation. They went to Big Bear and Yosemite and Vegas and all this other stuff. And so she showed me the images on the TV, and they're all images of her. I'm like, this is cool. Where's your mom and dad during this time? Or they didn't want to be on camera.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, yo, this is just family pictures. The only people that are going to see this is us. And that concept of being afraid of being on camera, she's going to grow up and all her childhood memory pictures are going to be just pictures of her with no parents in it. Like, think about that.
Yeah. That's where you Photoshop them in later.
But you know, that concept of I'm afraid to be on camera, you're being selfish to the people that want those memories of you. So that's thinking about your ego, not the greater good of the general cause, which in this case would have been family photos for your family's memories, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, no, I was recently at a mom's cousin's house, and she's got photos of the family up on the wall and stuff, but she's actually got little tags underneath the photos to say who's in it. But it's like, that's the kind of stuff that you kind of want at 10, 20 years down the road, because you're like, otherwise I would never have known who was in those photos. And then you can have like a discussion about that because you're like, oh, what were you guys doing here, etc. Versus it's like, you know, the general question of, so who's this? Is this you? Is this you? Or is this one you? And then they're like, can't remember. That was 60 years ago. Kind of.
I envy those people who have the good family records, right? I really envy those people because that wasn't something that we did. And then it's kind of crazy when I was in Japan and I have people that can show me their family book that goes back 4,000 years. Like, because their culture, they take good records of family history and lineage, right? Yeah. Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah, we don't have that. I don't have that for sure.
I don't have that either.
Maybe like 2 generations. That's it. Like, I don't know what before that. I have no idea.
I think I can go back as far as 6 on one side.
Wow.
I think 4 on most, but that's not my doing. That's I have some archivalists in the family that keep track of this.
Yo,
and-
you remember when the
it's
internet
nice.
started? That was all the rage, though, right? Everybody was about their family tree. There's like software
Family
for it at
tree,
the
yeah,
store.
yeah,
You go
yeah.
to Target and there's like, oh, Family Tree Maker,
yeah.
right next to
Well,
Borland Printmaker.
Well,
Yeah.
ours has it where there's one. It's I want to say it's like 4 feet by probably 10 feet. Like you have to roll it up and then you have to unroll it and it barely
Man.
fits in the room kind of thing. Where like that one there on that side is crazy detailed and there's probably like 200-300 names on it. And you're sort of like, oh, goody, one day this will be mine. Or
Yeah.
my brothers.
It's kinda cool.
Probably my brothers. Be like, hey, you want this, right? You're going to keep track of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On,
I wonder
on,
what broke that.
yeah. On my mom's side, it's actually, we have a giant book. I mean, it's gigantic. I mean, I'm like 7th generation, I think. And I'm in there and they're consistently just updating it every single year. So I don't know what generation it is now, but that thing is humongous. Like you could actually I could probably order one and have my daughter's name. Look and see if my daughter's officially been put in that book.
Somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
That is crazy. It is crazy.
I think the
It's-
one thing that we all have to do is get our grandparents that are still around, or even our parents that are still around, to let us make those videos of the family recipes and the family stories and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And they'll be they're the main ones that I don't want to be on the camera. I don't be on the camera. And it's like, it's not about you. You're not gonna be here that much longer. We need to record this. And so what you do is now you got to go show them a really good video or something where someone's telling the old family stories, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So PBS in that one show is really cool about that.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. Talk to old people. Like my grandparents are both, all of them, all 4 of them are gone. But Justine, my wife, still has one of her grandmas here. It's like one of my favorite things to do is like if you talk to these old people, just ask them the stories. Like, hey, what's it like to do this? What was it like back then, like in the 50s and the 40s? So it's like super cool, man.
Best ever.
Yeah, it's good. Lem, I don't know, man. No idea. Yeah, man. I actually I got sick last week, man. I had a rough week last week. Pretty sure I caught the old COVID. So that was tough. Did you guys get it? No, you guys dodged it so far?
No.
All right.
I'm like in this
Good for
bubble of
you guys.
isolation out in the middle of rural Canada.
You know,
Dude,
I know
I'm like these dudes
middle
out
of
here
nowhere.
trying to avoid child support. I avoid COVID like child support.
yeah. I mean, I have so many immunizations. I mean, military, you just walk
Yeah,
in and walk
yeah.
out, you know, like I'm pretty sure a concoction of whatever they gave me like 10, 12 years ago, still working today. Into the COVID.
That's true. I didn't think about that. I used to have to administer those shots. That was part of my job.
Right?
But yeah, I think we have so many things in the cholera shots every time we went on deployment. Man, that sucked. Remember your arm would be sore for like a week solid. Yeah. So I think there's that. And I guess also being medic, I was always a heavy hand washer. You know what I mean? That was part of the job. So I think I've always been like that.
Yeah, being medical really helped. I mean, like even with my last heart attack, I was like diagnosing myself in the ER. The nurse was like, the nurse was like, "Are you a doctor?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Are you a nurse?" I go, "No." It's like, "How come you speak with all this medical information?" I go, "I just watched it on Grey's Anatomy," you know. Because I just don't like saying like military medicine, because most of the stuff I learned is trauma. It's like battlefield stuff. But yeah, it just heart attacks. I was like really simple. I was like, man. Yeah.
And it's so crazy, right? Like, hey, I'm with you. Like everything I learned as battlefield medic, but it's all trauma related, but you still learn enough, and we learn to move quick and think fast. So while these guys are staring at charts and stuff, we would have just taken a shot at fixing something.
Yeah, I would just stop the bleed and get the guy out or wherever.
That's it. Just patch them up, give them some Robitussin and the ibuprofen, and send them on their way. It's the army way.
That's it. I didn't lose any weight, but nothing. I was just stuck in bed for like all I could say was yes or no. It was pretty rough. But
Lim, I found your 20 pounds.
Yeah. Give it back or what? Oh man, that's
Yeah,
funny.
hopefully. I'm working on it. I found, it was funny. I never thought, this is weird. Like I never manifested the like depression or whatever, but I definitely did some sadness eating.
Mm.
And I didn't really think about it, but now that I gained like 20 pounds in the last 2 months, and I was like, oh, what the heck happened to you? Like, how did you, gain that weight so fast, whatever? And then I remember when my pops died, I spent like a lot of time just sitting around the house and not wanting to do stuff. So I did a lot of eating and less moving, and it was quick.
Yeah.
I just catched up real quick. And I probably, just ate a lot of bad stuff because it tasted good.
All the bad stuff always tastes good.
Yeah.
No, man, that's the problem.
If it didn't taste good, it wouldn't be bad.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, donut away my sadness for a minute.
Oh man,
you eat a box of donuts, and you're like, oh, you know what? I don't feel any better. Old man's still not here, but donuts was good.
Yeah. What's good donuts down there in Waikiki?
Hawaii's favorite donut, Rob? The malasada. That's why I always tease you. It's Rob malasada. You guys know it's a Portuguese donut. It's basically like a little round ball, and then they fry it. When it pops up, they sprinkle it with cinnamon sugar or regular sugar, and it is delicious. It's airy and fluffy and hot, and when you pull them apart, like the little steam comes out. Like, oh it's so good. And then the Okinawan version is that minus the salt of the sugar, but it's crunchy on the outside but soft on the inside, and it's called the andagi.
We call those Timbits up here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
nothing beats a good Tim Hortons apple fritter,
I love apple fritters, bro. That's the best.
It's the best. $6 money can buy.
We just have Krispy Kreme here.
Yeah,
$6 for Timbits?
No, for a donut. For a donut.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, Pio got us actually working now. We were just.
I know. We're like trying to avoid.
Now.
Yeah, now we gotta talk. Let's talk a little bit here.
Everybody clock in.
Yeah, clock it in. Clock it in. Who's got first shift here? All right.
I'll start first because it'll be short. So if you're doing affiliate marketing, make sure they have stock, because it sucks when you put a video out and they run out after selling 3 of them.
The very personal advice there.
Very personal advice here.
Hey, he got facts on that. The one important thing is make sure you are fully disclosing, because a lot of the companies have said in the last couple of months that they're all going to like clamp down on the people cheating and not doing the disclaimer part. So do it in many places. Do it in your description. Do it in your video. If you're doing a video, actually say it. Don't just hope they saw it in the description, because each individual country has different laws, and you might think you have yourself covered, but you can get in trouble with somebody else because your content, whether you like it or not, is global. Right? If you're on YouTube, says right there, LA Rams YouTuber. Hey, you're global. I was going to throw in one of my Raiders jokes, but I'll just leave it alone. We're not having the best season right now. Anyway, so yeah, just make sure you disclaim really, really well. And if you have a site or whatever that backs up, put it on your site, put it everywhere, just so everyone knows.
Yeah. Also, with affiliate marketing, make sure you're able to actually track how much traffic you're going, and not just make track that they email you. No, you have to be able to log in yourself to track it, because I don't trust anybody these days. If you're telling me I earned this much, I want to be able to see how I earned this much that particular month or so I'm able to track my numbers in real time, as opposed to what you're trying to give me every quarter, every month, or every week or whatever.
Nice. It's good advice. The one I'd say that I don't hear too often is make sure you're paying tax on it.
Oh yes,
I saw this article. I just had to pull it up here. This is a good problem to have, but she should have some money set aside for this. But this influencer in China, one of the top influencer, got fined with tax evasion. So it's a real thing. You got to make sure you have some sound advice financially when you're starting to earn money, solid income through affiliate marketing. Because
and I'll just tack onto that. Like it's things that you don't think about like when you're starting, but like I know here in Canada, if you make a certain amount of money, I think it's like $30,000 in a quarter or in a year or something like that, you start have to collect and pay like government taxes, which is HST here. So you then have to actually make sure you're collecting that, and then you're paying that back to the government, although you're able to then claim it off of some stuff that you're buying. So you might actually make more money doing that. But it's just one of those things where, some people, if they explode overnight, might not suddenly realize that they start have to collect, additional taxes than just claiming it on their income.
Yeah,
exactly.
If it's not going to hurt you too much, you should just automatically, especially here in the US, start out already with a whole different bank account and everything. So even if you want to start it out just as a sole proprietor under your SSN, just make a bank account, a different bank account that you funnel everything through, that can easily then be converted if you decide to go to like an S Corp or LLC or something like that. And don't trust us. Talk to someone that has C, P's, and A's after their names.
Right. Initials.
Those initials are important. The faster you lock in the CPA or you lock in a legal person to help you with brand deals and stuff, it makes a big deal. So one of my buddies just got a really big offer on a big brand deal, and he almost took it without talking to a lawyer first. And then he asked me, he was like, he called me up and he's like, Kuya, I want to do this, what should I do? He's Filipino. And then I was like, it looked good to me, but I'm not a lawyer, so talk to a lawyer. And then he talked to a lawyer, got an extra $15K.
There you go.
So I think she covered her fee.
Nice.
So
and like I know I have I don't want to say attorney. What's it called? The other one starts with an A. Accountant. There you go.
Accountant.
So like I have an accountant. So I had something come up this year.
Play charades here.
And because I have because I have an accountant. So I had some stuff come up this year, and I just reached out to my accountant that does my taxes, and I said, hey, what about this? And they're able to give me back some information, so I could then move forward with it rather than going and trying to like contact somebody random out of the blue when you actually have it. Think about actually like building up that repertoire and getting an accountant to help you with the taxes early on, even if you're not making a lot of money, because it'll help you once you are, because you're not just randomly contacting somebody saying, hey, I suddenly have a contract for $20,000. What do I do? Because they're going to say ka-ching, because they don't know who the heck you are, and they don't know if you're going to stick around.
Right.
Not that they don't already go cha-ching, but
Exactly. I'm glad this is the takeaway. I won't trust you guys. Got it. Okay.
That's always a good takeaway.
Perfect.
No, for real.
That's great. Didn't hear anything else. This is this takeaway. Okay. So what if you're Canadian? Hey, Paul, what's up, man? Good to see you here. What if your Canadian affiliate is based in the US? Do you still need to collect HST? I don't think you can collect HST. You just
Canada.
No.
Now, that said, we're not accountants.
Again, talk to your accountants. Talk to your accountants for sure.
But generally you can only collect HST for companies that have situated in like Canada. So if there's a good example of this is now I'm calling a blank. But like if they have like a sub company that you're working through that actually is located in Canada, then they can basically they'll collect
like
HST
Apple.
on your like Apple's a good example. Or I think even Amazon on the Amazon.ca, but not like Amazon.com. So a good, like, again, talk to your accountant, but a good way of judging that is if you're being paid in US dollars, chances are you don't have to pay HST. If you're being paid in Canadian dollars, you probably need to collect HST. But again, talk to your accountant, talk to your attorney, to double check to make sure you are properly doing that, because
okay, so what's HST? Because to me, it's Hawaii Standard Time.
It's the harmonized sales tax, which includes the federal government and the provincial government sales tax into one. That way, they only have to charge one tax rather than
two. Canada is so nice. Even their taxes sound nice. It's harmonized sales tax.
Harmonized. Like Voice to Men, harmonized.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Okay, let me see if there's anything around that. I mean, I think a good accountant is just super. This goes not just for affiliates, but like if you're doing sponsorships,
Oh yeah.
because those numbers could really add up. You don't want that to be, coming back to you during tax time, be like, oh, you actually should have remitted this much.
So I think there's ones that people don't pay attention to as well, right? Like you're buying me a coffee and
right,
your PayPal tip jar and stuff. That mess can get you in trouble. So the cool thing about PayPal is if you set your account up right, you start out of the gate, set it up as PayPal business. Then you set yourself up for betterness because all the tax stuff is kind of same right there. And yeah, don't just trust Quicken. It's helpful, but that's not the answer. You still want to talk to a bookkeeper of sorts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to get Gigi from our community to do some more speaking on this because she covers like legal things for creators.
Yeah,
and then we have another lady, Olivia, who's in our group, and she's an actual Seeps. So I want to get her to come and talk together because creators do get themselves in trouble. I forgot a couple years ago, one of the big dogs did the same thing, got themselves in a bunch of tax trouble because they didn't pay no taxes or whatever.
Yeah, which is crazy, right? How do you get to that point and nobody around you is telling you like, hey, taxes, somebody.
And some of those guys are making it so much hand over fist that they don't even know how much they're actually making, and they're just spending it as it comes in, and not really understanding, and then boom, next thing you know, you Wesley Snipes.
And also some of those guys are really young. I mean, that's the first time they probably had to file taxes because that's like the first. YouTube is their first job. Like they don't know any better.
True.
Oh, trust me. There's guys that probably don't even think they need to pay taxes because they're not like 18 yet, or 21 yet, or whatever. And it's if you make money, you gotta pay. You could be 3 years old. You made some money. Hey, you getting taxed.
You get taxed. Yeah, you're getting.
The government will find their cash. That was a good question.
That's a really good question.
Yeah,
really good question. Junaid, it's loving the Pikachu in the background. It's rich, nice.
I read that originally, and I'm like, but I don't have a Pikachu.
Yeah, no, I was like, sorry, did I?
No, and Janae blamed that on his cage. You know that was Janae.
Just admit it.
It's okay, Janae. No judgment here.
What else is here, guys? What was the highlight? What was the highlight or what stood out this year? NFTs. I don't know, crypto. What stood out to you guys this year? Shorts. Was YouTube Shorts this year? Or was it last year? I kind of like.
It started last year, but it was official this year.
Yeah.
Right.
Like this time of year, we were just learning what shorts were and trying to test them out and be like, why isn't my horizontal video that's 20 seconds long not a short? I don't understand this. You got to rotate the camera.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like, there's been a lot of stuff happening this year. Obviously, I think that goes for any year in particular. But yeah, there's been like the shorts have sort of gone like the short form content more globally has definitely shaken up a lot of stuff. It's kind of shocking how fast it's just taken over sort of the social media environment to the point of like I think a lot of us are playing catch up.
Yeah.
And I don't know what YouTube's doing with the algorithm because it's kind of getting weird with the shorts.
It's funny, man. I was just thinking about this the other day. I was talking with somebody. I think where people get confused is there is no one algorithm.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Right. There's a bunch for each platform. Right. So let's pick YouTube, for instance. They have an algorithm for shorts. I guarantee you is completely separate from the algorithm from long form content, which also might, we don't know, be completely separate from the algorithm for live streams because they need to get the proper data for their analysis and for their sales and for their things like that. So commingling all that together makes it harder to do the analysis. So it's only common sense that they're separated. But it's funny because I hear creators of all myriad types, including some of us, telling people about what to do with the algorithm. And I'm like, but you're talking to a person who's creating a different type of content. Trust me, the algorithm is different. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube is trying to figure out how they can put their ads where it's worth the most.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's kind of weird. We spend a lot of time worrying about the thing we have zero control over.
Yeah, totally.
All of us content creators in every platform are so busy worrying about YouTube's algorithm or LinkedIn or Instagram or whomever. And there's a team of 300 people sitting in the data analysis department that job is to change those calculations on the fly to make sure that YouTube is the best bottom line. So you might spend a week trying to make something match the algorithm as it sits, and as soon as you're done, they just switch it to something else.
I can tell you that they did something in April, because me and a couple other people I've been talking to, like the channel just, like it's still going up, but just little tilt.
Still tilt.
Yeah, because they're trying to. And the funny one still cracks me up every time. You go to Saturday, you got nothing to do on Saturday, go to Nick's stream, and in the middle of Nick's stream, and just get your favorite beverage, coffee, beer, whiskey, whatever. Sit down, and every one time someone says YouTube doesn't like small creators, take a drink, and you'll be over caffeinated, drunk AF, or having to take a wee within 15 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Okay, if the platform doesn't like small creators, each one of us could probably name 2 or 3 creators that just blew up this year from nothing.
Yeah.
No one would ever blow up if they didn't like small creators. You know what I'm saying? Every tree started from a seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a single tree came out as a whole tree and got plopped. Now, man may have put it there, but even that tree came from a nursery somewhere. Trees just don't grow from trees. Trees grow from seeds.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that, Doc, is that I always hear that too. And then I'm like, well, can I see one of your videos? And one of it's just the thumbnail's a screen grab of the video. And the title is, "What did I do today?" Well, nobody is searching what the hell you're doing today. You know
Nobody
what I'm saying?
cares.
Like,
yeah.
you must be an idiot to think that YouTube hates you, but no one can find your video. Like, I'm not clicking on that, on what did I do today? You're not, I don't know.
The concept of assuming that everybody can be a personality channel is mind blowing.
No, a personality and gaming channel. That's fun. It's like, look, I won at Fortnite. Everybody wins at Fortnite. Congratulations.
So you know what's funny? I was asking somebody this the other day, and I was like, "So
there is a channel
gaming channel.
Just do that."
She has a following though. She's at 11.2 million subs. It doesn't matter for her.
Details.
All right. So here's the question: when she before she got to this, let's try something, Rob. I'm pure curiosity. Let's do an experiment in Emma Chamberlain. Flip her content to oldest video.
Yeah,
her thumbnails are pretty good.
Okay, so city inspired, DIY, need a fidget spinner, try things on, thrift hauling, packing with me. So she was doing edutainment in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line, she became popular.
Yeah.
So what else does she do besides, like, before YouTuber, what was her goal? What was her thing? What was she doing before she blew up? Organization specialist, slinging diet pills, doing yoga. There was something that made her Emma Chamberlain before the YouTube thing.
Anybody know?
No, I'm just trying to say. I'm trying to see if we can guess, but I don't see it.
If you click our Instagram link, maybe.
And of course, we're assuming that we're seeing her oldest videos that she hasn't gone through. And
Oh yeah, she may have cults and stuff. So there was something where it just bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, she made some. Yeah, I mean, she put more thought into titles and thumbnails before, and then at some point, I don't know where.
Well, according to Google, she started this channel in 2016. It wasn't an instant success, but she did a couple haul videos, and that's when the epic thrift haul right there, and whatever videos. That's what kicked her off.
Right.
That's the answer. And I was thinking it might be the hauls. Hauls were a thing at the time, right? And then hauls ain't gonna really work now because we ain't going to the store. Now, but back when she was doing those hauls videos, I was doing my Birchbox, openings, and those were doing extremely well. But I don't open I still get my Birchbox, but I don't open it in TV no more. I'm just been past that. But yeah, also she has a good personality, good delivery, and stuff like that. So yeah, like personality channels are not impossible, but these personality channels to me are the same thing as singer-songwriter, right? We get one singer-songwriter every 2 years that becomes a household name. There's always been thousands. Half the songs you heard on the radio are not by the person that you think sings it, but the ones that actually become Adele. No, actually, she ain't wrote that neither. I can't even add her. She bought those songs.
Say Paul McCartney.
That's too old. I was trying to go semi-new.
Okay.
Billie. Strangely enough, Billie's a singer-songwriter. Even though her brother writes a lot of her stuff, she also writes a lot of her stuff. They don't use a lot of outside help. She's a rarity. You know what I'm saying? So those breakouts are a rarity. Those kids that just skip college and go straight to pro sports, super rare.
Yeah.
So you can't use.
You
I
hear
want to
about
be
them all the
Emma
time,
Chamberlain.
but
Yeah, you ain't gonna be Emma Chamberlain because, yeah, she's a rarity.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I was thinking more. I don't have the complexion because this nice beard I've been growing this winter. I don't think that would go
you
well.
know, it's funny, Graham, you say that, and I've been trying to find who's the standout, like not young, hot model, Playboy looking type thing. And I'm sure they exist, but we just don't know them because these are the ones that make all of the news everyone talks about. I'm sure there's some, like 50, 60-year-old person that is doing just as well. We just haven't found them yet because the tube filter and people don't talk about them.
Probably. they want people with publicists. You don't have a publicist, they don't want to talk to you because they don't have somebody to say, what did they have for breakfast today?
Oh,
hey, there you
go.
There we go.
He's not as green as he normally is.
Wow, that's a way to start.
That's my boy right there, yo.
There you go. Thank you, Kali. Thank you for the her. That's what I was trying to think of, actually.
There you go. What's up, Lem? Good to see you, man.
Guys?
Welcome back.
You guys look amazing. Oh my goodness. Everybody's looking so amazing. Congratulations on everybody.
Lem, did you lose some weight?
Huh?
You lose some weight, Lem?
No, I gained back, man. I had back in July, I actually not July, April, I had COVID. And I lost about close to 20 pounds. And I was looking at live stream videos back in April. I was like, holy moly, I look so amazing back then. I don't know what happened.
What do you say now when you see yourself now?
I'm like, you look like you need to fast.
Dang, going on that COVID diet.
Jeez. Oh man,
that's funny.
Well, good to see you, man. Good to see you. What you been up to, man?
Glad to be seen. Thank you for the invitation to hop on. I have not hopped on anybody's stream in like months and months and months. There's just so many things that have happened personally that really kind of I had to pull back so much. But I miss you guys, man. I miss seeing everybody, and I've been really just rejoicing and enjoying everybody's successes these past couple of months. It's just been, and you know what? It's just been like it's been balm to me, if that makes sense. It's been medicine to me. To just see the people that were so kind, so humble, just my regular chatting, just enjoying each other's company and just taking the industry by storm. And as a person that's watching it from the background, their life and their personality did not change as they climbed up the ladder of successes, and as their notoriety and their fame began to become wider, as their clout began to be established. They never changed. I got my I see that I have my church logo on the corner. But anyhow,
No, it's all good. All good.
but they never changed. Always the same. And these are these are the kind of qualities that you look. Some people may see like Doc and Rob, you and you know, they may see advancement and may think, man, these guys are so awesome. They're so great, and they see them in such high regard. But the people that you were before all of 2021 became such a blessing to everybody as the same people. I just love it. It was healing for me to see that the people that I knew were the quality people that I would like to rub shoulders with are exactly the very people that I am so grateful that I'm friends with, that I could hop on a stream like this, or even like, you know, still joke around with Doc in the background chatting, you know, even though how busy he's gotten already over the months. It's just such quality people, and I love it. It's healing to me. It's so good to see people that were quality people that were really the people that they are now, have the platform and the notoriety that they're receiving now. It's so awesome. I love it.
That's so true. You know, Rob, you had asked earlier what was our highlight for the year. One of mine was meeting Lim in full regalia, all 5 feet, one of him.
She's the 5'1". Come on, man.
Him and Diana see eye to eye.
I heard he was wearing Tim's too.
Yeah, of course he had Tim's on his New York. You know?
And you know what's awesome, guys? I don't know if you guys get to see, but it's probably going to be the same if I meet Rich or Graham or you, Rob, in person. It was like it was like we had been friends for ages.
Thank you.
It was
Call
like
it back.
seeing somebody that you grew up with that you haven't seen in a minute and acted like it was so strange. It was so surreal because the only way we know each other was through live stream. And when you got in person, it was as though you've known each other all. We were like, what's going on? We were all cutting up on each other, making jokes, laughing. It was like, it was family.
Fantastic.
I mean, we all talk about that. We kind of like, oh, Ecamm fam, or Let's Get Live fam, or Content fam. All these people were like the people that we connect with. And when you see them, it was just like family. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. You know.
No, you
of
know,
course,
trippy,
I was being messed around because I'm the only
because he's
Nikon guy,
in the Nikon section while we were looking at Sony A1s. Yeah. So here's the thing that was crazy, and I mentioned this before, but it's mind blowing. When I was in the hotel room and Katie and I were setting up our studio equipment or whatever, was getting everything ready, and then she went to go grab some stuff, and then Dinah walks in, and Dinah's like, "Oh, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh, we're setting up, you know, get ready to do this live stream." So Dinah and I are talking. We're like checking wires, making sure we got all the equipment we need. And then we left. We went to the store to go get a mouse and an HDMI cable. And then we came back and we checked everything else. And then we left to go eat. And we was just doing all of this stuff. This is the first time we met now. And we realized about 8 hours in, time to go to dinner, we was like, wait, we just spent the whole day and there was no like, oh my God, how you doing, girl? Glad we can finally meet. We went straight to work.
That's right.
Diana and I, of course, we went straight to work. We went straight to work talking, very not even greeting sites. It's like I saw you yesterday.
Exactly.
Kind of because it just slid right in. And it was the same thing. We saw them, you know, we all gave each other a big hug, and then we went straight to the camera section and started messing around, like, you know, looking at A1s and being in B&H, and it was fun. We spent like a couple hours in B&H before Lim was about to get in trouble. We had to let him go home. And yeah, it was cool. Got to meet Sammy this year and Luis, you know. Yeah, there you go. There's Sammy right there. Sammy's like 6'2", so it was pretty crazy. Like the other Rob 2Bs. Yeah, it was very dope to meet family from the crew, you know. And the thing that I took away from that is I love it when I hear people say stupid stuff like, "Oh, you don't meet any, real connections on the internet."
Yeah,
I'm like, that means you don't get real connections in real life either. Because if you can't do what we did, then you're just not. You don't understand connections or understand people the way you think you do.
yeah.
FYI, I actually left B&H with a gimbal for my phone that I still haven't opened up. Thanks a lot, Doc. I appreciate it.
Hey, and that same stuff works when I'm here on the internet. It works in real life too. You go buy some stuff and not use it.
I think it's still in its B&H box.
Oh my god.
Yo,
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay for this.
Like, what did you buy?
I'm like, I'm gonna pay for this parking. I might as well pay for this thing and not have to pay $60 for parking. It was fantastic. I love it. It was so good. It was so refreshing.
Are you guys going again? You guys gonna do that again, Doc?
Oh, 100%.
100%, right?
I'm going to B&H. I mean, going to B&H, going to People of Video for sure. And if you're at People of Video, you're close enough that you go to B&H. Going to San Diego, provided Abercrombie sits his butt down and let people alone.
Which one? Social media? Marketing World?
Marketing World.
Done. We'll see you there. We'll see Rich there. Rich.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Oh, snap. All right, cool.
Which is looking
good. We got to go find some
military haircut going on, man.
I'm gonna start searching now. Lechon in San Diego.
Oh, I'm sure Rich got it figured out at your house, Rich.
I go no. Well, yeah, we'll do it at the beach.
Oh, even better.
We just go dig a hole in the ground.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how we do it here. Dig a hole in the beach, throw a pig in there, call it a day.
Nice.
Dang.
Nice. We just
Awesome.
got to figure a way to get out to Eastern Canada for Graham, and there you go. All set. All set.
I don't know
Dude,
if
I
I have
need a
anything in
bigger
Toronto.
jacket.
Like, I was hoping to go to I don't know the name of it, but they had like a content creator thing in Stratford, and that was looking really cool. But then COVID got it, so I'm hoping that they'll restart that. But
Sheesh.
you know, here in Canada, things not happen for a year, and that kind of sometimes kills things. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's going to happen because Toronto is a really cool place to go, and there's a lot of creators in Toronto. So
Yep.
you know, that'll be well attended by people everyone will know.
They should do something, man. But
I'm hoping
again,
so.
who knows? Who knows what's happening next year? We'll see. We'll see. There's a good question. It's not really a question, but what is one of the channels that you guys discovered this year on YouTube? Oh, here it is from. What's some of the new favorite channels of 2021? You guys come across any cool channels? Must have.
Oh yeah, this one it wasn't channel 2021, but I learned about it in 2020. It's been out for a while, and it's a channel called The Company Man.
The Company Men. Okay.
Company Man, M-A-N. And it's interesting
Man.
because it is a masterclass in faceless channel. And I am super enamored by it. And then the other one, which probably will make no sense to anyone here but myself, it's called Udon and Soba Noodles. And it's a guy who walks around Japan. No, that's not it.
Is that
Just
it? Okay.
take out the. Take out the.
Oh, okay. Company
Let's just
Man.
try Company Man. See if that works.
Oh, faceless channel.
Yeah, there it
Nice.
is, right there, the blue thing. So all he does is he talks about these companies and his business and stuff like that. You ain't never seen his face. He always puts up the same fake silhouette. But he is like at 1.4 million subscribers, and he just talks about business. But his research is incredible. He somehow manages to put out a video like every week almost. And
Isn't it like, yeah, I've seen these channels before, and I was talking to somebody about this. Somebody brought this up. Like, I feel like we might even, you probably know who, like, you'd be surprised. Maybe we even probably know the person behind this. Like, you know, if somebody can grow a channel, can they not just like create a process and like create these channels and pump them out? Like, get a copywriter to do the research, get some voiceover person to record the voiceover, and like some video guy to like slap together all this B-roll.
If you have income coming in that you can like go on to like Fiverr or to like the other one, shoot, I'm blanking on the other one that's a bit more
Upwork.
Upwork. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And you have like, you know, $50-$100 that you can sort of toss to like the occasional video or something. Yeah, you can definitely pump out content and yourself do relatively little work, like because you can hire a copywriter, you can hire you know, the editor and stuff, and have it where once you get a process down, probably pump these out for $25 a piece. Would not surprise me at all.
Yeah, like watch
What's
just be like
what
Daryl,
site is
Daryl
YouTube
behind the
Eka?
scenes.
Why is the site called YouTube Eka?
YouTube Eka.
Oh, it's YouTube CA. I
Oh,
got it.
YouTube.
I was like, what? Somebody hacked.
That's a little Canadian dig. That's an American
Yeah, I
dig
know,
right
man.
there.
Sheesh.
I mean, this channel is quite amazing. And then check this other one. Try type in udon, UDON, soba, SOBA noodles. And this is another Faces channel, but it's very well done. All right. And so, yeah, the second one, go back. Oh, that works. This also good. Same thing. So this guy, he basically goes to these shops and he films these people running their restaurants from like the beginning to, you know, lunchtime or whatever. And it's just a master class in like, how the heck can I just sit here and watch this? But I thought it was just me. I thought, okay, I'm a Japanophile. I'm missing Japan. I'm watching this because I just miss being there. Come to find out, like, a couple of my best friends that also used to travel to Japan, like they all been watching this stuff too. And they're like, oh, I thought I was the only crackhead that watches this. And there's like 5 of us. And then I showed this to the mother-in-law. And so she's watching it because she's forgetting some of the older recipes. And they just show them going into business or whatever. But look at this guy, 2.6 million views on a video from 6 months ago about this guy making fried rice in Japan. And then a couple of these spots, these are all mom and pop spots. I'm like, yo, our hotel is in the background. We walk past these spots hundreds of times, and I ain't never walked in. And I'm like, yo, next time I go, I'm only going to places from this channel.
Nice.
Incredible stuff. I'm like 2.69 million views.
And you never see the face.
Nope. He just videotapes these people working, and you know, if you need those English things, then I just listen to the cooks.
You know what I've been watching? Home tour, BGC. Last week we're like super homesick, so these channels, like where the guy just walks around with a gimbal, and he'll just walk around an old neighborhood.
Oh, see, yeah, I watch that stuff.
Yeah, like this guy. 31,000 subs. There's a number of these. I feel like they can also just like hire somebody in a city and get them to do this, right? With the right gear. Somebody's got a camera with a gimbal.
Yeah.
Lim.
I know there's at least one other
got
channel
one
where
right
that's
now.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just
It's waiting
walking
for
around.
my iPhone 13, bro.
Yeah. I don't know if your Nikon can work in that low light environment there, man.
Get him, Rich. Get him. Dude, this is beautiful to see.
Don't set that Nikon.
Bruh, having not been in the PI for like 10 years, this is just dope to see.
Right? I don't know, man. It's a good like time killer in the background. Just play it. But,
Even
like,
somebody walking the ladies markets, like I haven't been to ladies markets in forever, but you just get the dopest stuff there, right? Little handmade trinkets, any type of clothes that you want, or a lot of kitchenware, you know, a lot of just random cool stuff. And no, people, ladies markets are not what you think they are. That's just what they call it, but they're like little stands in like a swap meet type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I'm sure there's these for like everything. Home like London, right? All these walking tour type videos. Anyways, so
you know why these are good right now? Because everyone misses travel, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's always expatriates somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. He's got like like he's like maxed out the ads, you know, like the mid-roll ads on all those videos, because the watch time is super high. Like you're not just gonna watch 5 minutes, you're gonna watch the whole thing.
I've sit there and watched hours, bro.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Video after video. All right, somebody copped a Mac Mini. What's y'all's favorite keyboard and why?
It's she means keyboard.
Keyboard. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. Hold up your keyboards.
I'm so simple. It's just a Magic keyboard.
Me too, man.
Magic keyboards are lame.
You got Keychron? I got the, what is this?
Keychron K8.
Nice.
Well,
You would think I have something with editing and photo editing and all those different things. You would have those like quick keys and combinations and things of that nature. You would have it, but
I just have a PC, so you know.
This sounds so good.
But I do have this one too.
A little ASMR.
I'll have that. We have that one for the church,
Chitch.
which we don't use.
Yeah, but yeah, the Keychron is dope too. You can see that right there. And then when I type on the keys, it goes. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
and then you can change the lights to whatever you want. You know,
I forget how to change my lights on this thing.
Oh.
A function in the light key.
Yeah, there you go.
There's don't think you have a light key on mine. Do I? Oh, no idea. I have that weird
Keychron.
Keychron, like in chronology.
KEYCHRON.
Yep, they make dope keyboards.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that, Doc? The K6?
It's K8.
K8.
Doc, you better send your Amazon link over there, man.
Yeah, drop it in.
Probably has my Amazon link. All you gotta do is go click anything else I sent there and then go switch to keyboard. Same
There
thing.
you go.
Yeah. It's all there. You already got the cookie. Oh, there you go. Awesome.
We still making sure I did it all for the cookie. Have like the Limp Bizkit dude over there.
Oh man, there you go. All right. So,
so have any of you guys tried? Because this is something Collie and I were talking about yesterday. Have any of you guys tried a like remote, like the Logitech remote or the Bluetooth remote for switching scenes?
No.
No.
Yeah, because it is your Stream Deck too. I know it works because people do presentations on a regular basis, and its presentation is just control left arrow, control right arrow when you press those buttons.
I just have one of these, so
Yeah, same here.
Stream Deck. Yeah, and it's not even turned on right now. So
I told you guys about my Stream Deck. I had one of those large ones. How many? There's 15 keys. What's the largest one?
32.
32, right? I had one of those 32 keys, and I had a power surge, and it killed it. And I haven't even called the company to replace it or what have you. But
yeah, power surges are a trip.
Story.
Yeah, that's why everything here is connected to like a UPS or APS, UPS, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's when I bought a protector, surge protection. I was like, oh god, better get a surge protection. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. That's so important with all these technology and these stuff that we have, and with the weird weather that we've been all having.
Yeah, one thing with surge protectors, when if you have like I have a little battery charging station, make sure that's not plugged into your uninterrupted power supply. Yeah, because basically if that shuts off, what happens is it should be okay, but the batteries themselves are basically they're charged, and some of the battery chargers will stay on if the battery itself has a charge. It won't charge, but like the little LED on it or something will stay on and blink or whatever, and that apparently can cause issues with the uninterrupted power supply, thinking that it needs to supply all this power, and your batteries will literally drain your actual APS-C when it shouldn't.
Because it's psyching out the controller. That's kind of genius.
Because it has power, and so it's able to draw. Whereas your computer and everything else, once it's out, it's out. It doesn't have its own battery backup.
Dude, that's a good call. Man, I just feel like Rob is freezing. He got his Timmys, he got his little thing and his hat on. I feel like Rob is freezing right now.
It is very cold.
Green.
I don't want to think.
I
how
mean,
cool it is.
the new setup is amazing, bro.
Thanks, man.
like
This
it.
is
It
some
is very
lights. It's just this shelf. It added a nice little dimension to the.
But I
to
like
this little
the
box.
whole entire flannel. I like the vibe. It has like a modern
flannel.
lumberjack look right now.
Now what you need to do, Rob, is you need to go out and buy an axe and just put it in the background.
Put it in the
Maybe on the wall or
background.
something like that. You know, just
Wait,
put
but
it
he
there.
needs that hat that has like the flaps with
Oh,
like
yeah.
the furry things on it that you have to bring
Yeah.
down.
The
Like a
duck
moose
hunter
head
hat.
on the wall, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what is super crazy too? Like I was getting teased this week because normally I drink out of my fancy little cups, but I have been using nothing but my U-Screen cup for like the last 2 weeks. It's my favorite cup. I use it for water and coffee, and I've even drank whiskey out of it. So, because that thing is big.
Oh my god! Yeah, I know. We
Speaking
went
of,
with
That
that.
thing is massive.
I saw your Uscreen Twitter pictorial. Did you see that one? Did you see?
No,
Which
It
one?
was, I saw it from the Twitterverse, and it was Doc. I was like, oh, Doc is being.
Oh,
deep.
yeah,
No, because I
yeah,
sent the
yeah.
picture to
Come on,
Robin, and then he posted it up
We
in
got
the
it.
girl's bathroom.
With your phone number at the bottom.
Yeah,
With his affiliate link.
for a nice live
Oh,
stream
man.
call.
Call Doc
Exactly.
Rock if you want to have a good time.
Want some good gear.
Good gear,
Oh,
exactly.
Man. Oh man. Cool, man. Well, what else is exciting for 2022? Anything big? Anything you guys are gonna like kind of pay attention to? I know Doc says no resolutions, but anybody else? You guys gonna try a new platform? Go crazy on TikTok or Pinterest?
Well, I've been. You guys know that outside of my ministry stuff, I do like memes for photographers.
I saw. Yes, of course.
So I've had several companies already kind of sponsoring some of the posts and stuff like that on that channel. But I
Nice.
tried
Congrats.
TikTok, and it's like crickets, yo. I got like 3 followers the past like 3 months, but my reels are like getting thousands upon thousands of views on IG. But TikTok is like really like crickets over there. So I'm waiting for that one video that kind of like kicks it up, or one well-known photographer that thinks one of the TikTok videos are funny and just post it in there. I'm just, it's such a cathartic move for me. I don't have to think. It's also my sarcastic way. My sarcastic side, my non-serious side is revealing that. So I just like, it just comes out of me. I'm just pumping it. Every time I'm like scrolling through Facebook and I'm seeing videos, I'm like, oh, that's a good way. Let me just steal that and put it as a photographer comedy reel. And so I'm waiting for it, to explode. Did you guys know about Facebook providing up to $35,000 for their reels?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
heard
hear
about that
one?
last week. I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
pretty
I'm trying to do that. I got a good amount of reach on Facebook, but apparently if you have been flagged by them once, your videos do not populate as well. So I put a reel out there, I get like 1 view.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me? 1 view.
Really?
And Instagram, I put a reel and I'm like, 3,000 in like within a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I generally find that if I put
Shadow
something
banned.
on Instagram for a reel, I can generally count on about 900 easy. I've had a couple that have hit 3,000-4,000, and I have one I think that's like did 25 or something like that. So I find that oddly enough, my short videos I'm making that are vertical are doing better on Instagram Reels than they are on YouTube. And I haven't tried TikTok yet, so I've been looking at it, but I haven't made that jump yet.
I've been putting up
kinda
also shorts,
half-assing TikTok.
YouTube shorts. Also, I created a song called my least favorite things. Girls with red lips and red roses on black and white photos, which is selective color. And it's like a whole entire spoof on these are a few of my favorite things. Nothing, bro. It just tanked. But then again, I was singing it, I wasn't singing it really well. So
Yeah. Speaking of flagged, I've been running into a lot of those issues recently.
Segue.
I tried to move my streams from Twitch to YouTube, and I immediately got my stream taken down midstream.
Wow.
I didn't know that reacting to a video or reacting to a song can actually get you taken down immediately by YouTube.
Yeah,
and they're like, as soon as we don't detect it, your stream can come back up. So they just kind of like muted it for like a few minutes, and it went right back up. But apparently, I know Baby Shark. If you ever stream that on your stream and you're just doing it for fun, instant taken down.
Instantly
taken down. And I guess some of BuzzFeed videos, you do it, get instantly taken down. So,
shoot.
Yeah. So that, I mean, I don't know. I think
question is, Rich, were you wearing a Baby Shark costume? Maybe that's why it was taken down, because you weren't in costume.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's funny how this is why everyone gets irritated, and this is always going to be the case, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If Oprah was going to do a YouTube live stream and she was going to react to anything, not a single bit of it would get taken down, because she would be bringing a couple, 30, 40 million asses to the platform at that particular time. One of us did it, and you just got like 8 people watching, which is not harming your copyright. It's 8 of us, fam. Nothing's happening to your copyright with the 8 of us. Oh my God, you just try to slap. So it's funny how that works, but it's always been that way. So I try to stay off of that, because I remember the reason why reactions got so bad, and if you're an OG YouTuber, you'll remember this, and I'm kind of glad it went away, and they had a name for it too, which escapes me. They said you get these thumbnails, and it would just be like boobs and a ball of smart water, and it's like all cleaved out and whatever, and they'd be like, oh, sounds like Rich's reacting to smart water, and then so you would click on it, and there's not a boob in there, but you know what I mean? I forgot what they called it. There was a name for it, and it was big in YouTube for a while. So that's why YouTube kind of got heavy-handed on that stuff from something really simple, and it's never gone back to normal. But yeah, some of our copyrights.
Actually,
it's kind of an interesting one, because I jump in for a second, because now they have it where they want to bring in clips, and they want to bring in other stuff where you can basically take clips from other videos on YouTube and then use them in your own content, which I'm looking going like, isn't that literally the opposite of what you've been trying to like stamp out for like the last year and a half?
And I'll tell you why not. Because if they know the clip came from YouTube, when you react to it and you go to search for it, you're staying in YouTube.
Yeah.
When you pull in a clip from the TikTok or the Instagram or some movie or some TV or whatever, there's no guarantee you're going to stay on the platform to go watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's why they're about that life, because they're finding it as a way of keeping you in.
Yeah. Clips are actually.
No, it wasn't clickbait. It was something girls. It was called Reaction Girls or something like that. It was dumb. It was super stupid. I forgot what the real.
But Graham, the whole clip thing, that's actually a Twitch thing. So you guys probably know.
And Twitch, you can do that.
There's a whole battle between Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube to actually sign streamers.
For gamers,
So not even gamers.
Not just gamers.
Yeah, because what's funny, because Doc says if Oprah came and she wouldn't get but actually Ludwig, which right now he's streaming to like 15,000 people, and he averaged 15 to 30 on a normal stream. His first stream on YouTube got banned for exactly reacting to Baby Shark. And then they took him down, and that's like 15, like at that time 25,000 people were watching him, and they were making fun of him because when he moved from Twitch to YouTube, Twitch is very heavy on the songs. Like if you play a song, they won't take it down, but on the VOD they'll mute the whole song, right? But on his intro to moving from Twitch to YouTube, he's like, yeah, we could play music, not in this car, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, there you go. He got banned the first night.
That's funny, man. Like you'd think he'd have a bunch of managers, right, watching to make sure he doesn't get banned for it. That's so weird.
Somebody who sits there and says, "Here's what you can and cannot do in this service," versus just whatever, man. Everything's cool. You know.
Yeah. This is interesting though. Like, it's interesting to see a streamer, a Twitch streamer, and kind of see what they would do on YouTube. So he's putting uploaded videos. I mean, does he, Rich, does he stream and then he hides the stream after, or?
Oh no, these are all streams.
These are all streams? Oh, okay.
A lot of well, I don't know.
stream.
Some of them, I don't know if they are, but yeah, but no, he does stream. He probably takes it down and then just re-edits it for later.
Uploads it.
Yeah, re-uploads it.
Yeah. Interesting. Doc, you guys got a lot of streamers now? A lot of Twitch streamers using Ecamm, or like kind of gravitating to it?
It's because
I'm seeing more like
Mac people are getting in.
Mm-hmm.
But see, man, here's the thing that scares me about Twitch, because I've been wanting to do it. First of all, the discoverability is just silly.
Yeah.
So if you're doing
Horrible.
what Rich is doing, is going and getting your discoverability outside the platform and then bringing them to your stream, that's kind of a smart way to do it. But discoverability is just
it's
crazy, which is weird because Amazon is a pretty handy search engine. So how could you guys not get some people from your search department to fix Twitch? Why is Twitch broken? It don't make no sense. They got money, they got everything, and obviously the live streaming thing is working. So I just don't really understand what they're doing. But it's getting better. I just think if they're not careful, people with deeper pockets are going to pass them. And I'm looking at you, Twitter.
Twitter live. Man,
Twitter and Facebook have an opportunity to bury the other ones, but they can't get out of their own way.
Yeah.
But Doc, isn't that like TikTok now? Kind of like, I mean, they came in, and IG and all these other platforms that had the ability to kind of be what TikTok is now, kind of looked at them as like, oh, it's just going to be another one of those Vine apps, and it's not going to go anywhere. And lo and behold, now, like Rich said earlier, TikTok has amassed more hits than Amazon or Google, which is incredible. So there's a lot of, I think, if we look at companies, talk about company, man, but look at the company history of people that have been in place already that can potentially kind of turn their ship towards the new future and remap their company standards and their company ways to meet the demands that are coming, much like Blockbuster, right? And they just are so hard pressed to think that people are going to pivot, that they're just like, everybody's going to follow us to the ends of the earth.
No, here's why Blockbuster is dumb. Reed tried to get them to like invest in the beginning, and they didn't want to. They were dumb. Like, Reed came to them and was like, yo, blah, 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 blah. You can cut down on some buildings and stuff like that. But for Pepsi at the time, their money wasn't about the videos. Their money was about the real estate. They owned all of the stores. So they didn't understand how having all these DVDs delivered to your house. McDonald's is not about French fries, bro. McDonald's is about real estate. If you go to a lot of the companies that sell stuff, you think it's about, no, it's about the ground. They could give a less about a burger. 16 billion sold. So what? You know how much money this real estate has valued up since we bought it in 1906? You know what I'm saying? This is what they're really, really talking about. So a lot of it, I think as consumers, we are like, oh, well, how come Blockbuster didn't jump on it? Because Pepsi was making money on the real estate. They didn't really give a care about those unwound VHS tapes. So, it's just one of those things. I think that for real though, you're right. A lot of these guys are slow to move or whatever. TikTok has been doing some amazing stuff. I don't see, this is just, I come from the startup world and playing around in startups. I don't see their sustainability for long-term growth. I think they're the zeitgeist for now. How they convert that into lengthy growth, I really don't understand. And I don't think they understand, but right now they're going to cash and grab.
Yeah, so I tend to agree with Doc on that. I want to use the word fad, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's like the 3D goggles, the 3D stuff. Like it comes and it goes. And it's sort of interesting, but it doesn't have that staying power. Like at a certain point, how long can you stare at, short little videos and flip them. Like there's always going to be a niche for that, but I think it's a novelty right now. And with everyone in COVID,
We've been streaming VR for 25 years.
And I also, I think
they now call it meta, like it's a new thing. So,
but I think the people behind it power the movement. You know, it's the creators, the content creators power the movement and power the app. As long as content is being made in those apps, and as long as people are watching them, those apps are going to be there. You know, whether or not we'll go to VR where the content creators, you can actually feel like they're in the room with you, talking to you, chatting with you, expressing themselves or making you laugh while sitting on your couch, you know, with your VR goggles on. Really, the app is being powered by the content creator. And I think as long as the creators are going to the app, I think it's going to be there.
I want to cover Alessio's question.
Oh yeah, I was going to finish off with, and I agree, but at the same time, it's like it's also content creators. Are we going to see the money for it? Because there's still this talk of they're starting to throw in funds, but it's peanuts compared to, you know, what YouTube pans out every year to content creators. And I think that might be the staying force in terms of like
that is it.
You know,
I was looking for a Hispanic looking dark skinned Alessio dude, and
this is the
other Alessio. This is the other version.
Yeah.
But you know what? I was going to say though, dude, we already got that right now. I feel like I'm in a room. We were at somewhere having coffee and talking. It's the same thing. I don't need to put some goggles on my head to do exactly what we're doing now. But let's answer Alessio's question. I say it the Puerto Rican way.
There you go. 5 things you should focus on.
The Tagalog way. The Tagalog way would be what? Eliseo.
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 Tahan langit.
And then, so does that make Lemuel pangit mo?
Ikaw din.
Yeah, I'm just like, what are you guys talking about?
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that.
I'm staying out of it.
Don't worry.
I know better.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Graham. There's 3 Filipinos here, and we all suck at Tagalog.
Yeah.
You're horrible at it.
So Alessio is, just for context, he is ER nurse for 28 years, licensed Medicare insurance, 2 daughters that are nurses, and a wife that's an ER. Man, the whole family is in nursing. Channel's going to be about nurse finances for new and about to retire nurses. It reminds me of our boy Mike Damaso, but for the nurses.
Mike
switched to crypto and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Do your channel about overcoming the stereotype about Filipino nurses.
They're all true, Doc. What do you mean?
Because Lemuel's a nurse. That's why it's even more funny. So first of all, Alessio, let me tell you the one that I will always say.
It's pronounced Smith, man, by the way.
I love
Mr.
it.
Smith. I will, that's my family name. That's my family name is Smith. So I will always say, and I know Lem will back me up. He has a whole sermon about it. Just give. And I think one of the things that you can cover because your whole family is into it is the life of being a nurse, like how to get in school, if this is what you want to do, how to volunteer before you go to school to see if you're even going to be able to swing it. What do the tests look like? What is a day in the life? Like, just explain the journey, soup to nuts, and explain how it became a family tradition. Like, all of those things are just, there's so much content in just your family alone in covering all the topics around nursing. I think it's incredible.
Yeah. I mean, you're an ER nurse, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of other things too, like ER nurse. I know I'm all about reactions, right? Like ER nurse reacts to like medical trauma, like in the movies.
Oh yeah, the fake shows.
Yeah, the fake stuff.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
You know, are you like decap BTLS here and there?
That's
like,
brilliant, bro.
You know,
wow,
that's smart. Yeah.
But also, I always have to say that, you know, if you search right now, because he's talking about like ER nurse retirements. If you use TubeBuddy, if you have TubeBuddy, nurse retirement right now has 990,000 videos in the result, right? So people are searching it. Just make sure your titles are great, your thumbnails are clickable, and your content can can have people sit on YouTube for however long you have your content. That's all you have to do.
You know what's funny you say, Rich, about the sort of reaction stuff? Again, don't get yourself in trouble trying to show the actual video. Most people have already seen it, so you don't have to show the scene.
Yeah.
But you could be like, look, man, I was watching this new movie that just came out, right? The Linwell show. And they were doing this scene where the guy goes into the hospital and they're saying this and that. Okay, here's why we run a TKO drip, right? Here's why we do this. Very important. And I was really happy to see that they covered that in the movie. TKO drip means just to keep it open, right? Because you don't know what kind of meds you might have to administer. So a lot of times we'll just start a saline drip so you have a line ready. So just in case something happens, they can push meds, right? So you can explain that type of stuff. Yeah, this guy right here, Dr. Mike, does it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
it's excellent stuff. I mean, I love watching it because it's like, put in 2 large bore IVs. What are you doing? It's like, I understand it. I see it all the time, and I'm.
But I
looking
also
at it.
laugh at the mistakes, right? Like I'm like, we're not really gonna do that. That's stupid.
Yeah, when the doctor's the one like, oh, I'll put in the line. Yeah, that'll
right,
happen.
good. Show me that because that never happens.
So my tip is for like new YouTubers or people starting off as subscribers, etc. And this is one I know I had to overcome myself. Is it doesn't have to be perfect; it has to be published. Like you can spend a lot of time thinking about stuff or trying to make it better.
That'll preach right there, bro.
Yeah, and there's a certain point where it's like, yeah, your first 20 videos are gonna suck, and you might go later and you take them off the channel. But you get them out there and just get making the videos, get into like the habit of making the videos, set yourself your own personal deadline to do it so that you get into that habit, because the hardest thing I think for people to start is actually start and get those videos out there and say, okay, I've made them, I'm getting better, and not worrying about absolutely having to come out of the box perfect.
Yeah, and that's important. And I know, when what Graham is saying, pretty much people say done is better than perfect, but a lot of times people misconstrue that as just being lazy and putting out incomplete videos. You have to done is better than perfect in a sense where you're consistently doing it over and over again while you progress in your skill, in your production value and whatnot, not just because done is better than perfect. So I know I could add 5 more minutes to this video, but I'll only do 3. You know what I mean? It's like, don't be lazy with either.
It's the same thing with gear. Like you could go out and buy $50,000 worth of gear, stare at the camera and be like, hi, I want to talk. And start with your iPhone or start with like a little tiny camera stuff, get through those. And then once you get going, maybe, as I say, sunset the videos, like, put them unlisted or private afterwards, and just keep going with the ones that you're proud with afterwards, but get those videos on the channel so that you can sort of, I don't want to say get kicked into the algorithm, but if you don't publish a video, nobody's going to see the video you didn't publish.
Here's a good one, Rob. In that search box right there, try type in Genie, Jeenie, and then Weenie, Weenie. Space, of course. Okay.
Weenie.
Yeah, she's a flight attendant, not a nurse, but all her channel is pretty much life of being a flight attendant. Her channel's not even that old, right?
Am I missing something here?
No, it's all shorts. Go to videos. Go to videos. You're in the right spot, bro. So that's so weird. It doesn't even show up like that, but it's all shorts. It's all shorts.
Ah, there you go.
She did this all pretty much in last year.
Yeah.
And these shorts are just like funny little reactions. She's acting out her reactions talking to people on the plane, right? From idiot dudes trying to hit on her, people asking for more food when there's no food, people asking to change seats, people like changing their baby diaper in the middle of the aisle at like 30,000 feet. But it's funny because when I worked in the ER, I ran an ER. I was the lead medic in the military ER in the Tripler Hospital here, which is one of the largest military hospitals ever. And people would do weird stuff in the ER. Had we YouTube and TikTok back then, trust me, my channel would be exactly what she's doing. and it'd be Rich, back me up, me making fun of the officers' wives who think that they have the rank, not the colonel, trying to bitch at me. Right. You know, well, I'm gonna call my husband because my husband's General so-and-so. And I'm like, lady, call him right now because in this ER, Sergeant Boyd has more rank than him. In the ER, I outrank the general. So tell him to kiss my black ass, sit down over there, and I will get to you when I get to you. Right. And they would trip out because they didn't understand that because, you know, the wives think that they got the rank. No, he got the rank and I don't listen to you. So, yeah, I could, if I was still a military medic, I could kill this channel. And so she's doing that. And I see LSL could do the same thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens, like especially on the weekend, and then ER, you got like you got the frequent flyers, you know, you got the you got the 7 dudes that need Narcan in the hallway because you don't have any beds available. Then you have like the 7 traumas that need to go to CT, and then you can't decide who's gonna take them to CT. It just look, it's comedic to go, and then somebody wants, and then you have to still go to lunch. You know, it just there's so many things going on. Or near the ER, you find out that, you know, 5 floors up in what surgical ICU there's lumpia, so you got to try to sneak your way up there, or you know, there's a lot of funny stuff that happens.
There's so much, bro, so much, dude. Man, we used to do just crazy stuff. Like I delivered baby on the steps in front of the ER, because the lady couldn't get out the car. And we were like yelling and just asking for, you know, like all of this stuff so we can clean up and do whatever. And the baby was coming and there was no way. So I had to literally cut a line in the sweatpants and make a clean area so I can pull the baby out.
Nice.
Man. Like, it's great. So, I mean, I just remember my ER days, dude. I could probably make 500 videos just off of memories from, you know, ER days, you know. So I would say check out her channel, Alicio, and just see what she's doing. These are all shorts, bro. And in like a year, she's at 3 million just with shorts. It's insane.
Crazy. That's crazy. There you go. I'll drop the link here in the chat.
Got a question for you guys on the shorts, right? I know the views also. How does that translate to the monetization side of things?
It does.
It does not.
It doesn't. Not really. I mean, you can't monetize short.
No,
really.
Yeah. But okay, let's cover this though. Ad rev sucks anyway, so who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that it's not that it doesn't exist. Okay, at 2.79 million, if she's earning an extra, you know, 3-4 grand a month from this, fine. But if you have 2.97 million subscribers and you're doing the affiliate marketing we aforementioned, where are you really making money?
Yeah.
People buying stuff from her Amazon link, people buying the makeup that she got gifted from some Korean makeup about 3 rows down on her affiliate link, or people signing up to her course, or people trying, you know, like I got a course on how to pass the flight attendance exam, and that course is $197. I don't care what airline you're on. These are the FAA stuff that you need to know. And if you can pass this exam, I can make you pass the exam better for $197 against 2 points, you know, let's say 1% of her 2.97 million people buy that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's 29,000 people dropping $200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
also,
sponsorships, right?
And there's
Sponsorships.
Yeah.
And also just think about how innovative,
brand, by the way. All right.
Let me just think about how innovative it is for her to actually do it in the shorts model. I think if she tried to think about it on a monetization platform, or have monetization drive her way into YouTube, she would have done regular videos, and she might not have 2.97, because I think I posted it earlier on my Facebook. I think if you go into any type of content creation and monetization is your end goal, you actually rob yourself of any type of innovation, any type of growth, because all you think about is making money instead of making the videos.
Yep. Algorithm.
Yeah. Although I will say, if you're going to do shorts, from talking to some people, it sounds like you should have a more short focused channel, and then you can have a long focused channel, and then pass the subscribers between the two of them, rather than just dump them all into one video, like one channel, because not all content works well on both sides, and that can. And I don't know the YouTube algorithm, but it does some weird stuff. If you have a short do really, really well, and then you see the rest of your videos drop down, you're like, well, what's going on?
Yeah, and again, I think that matters. See, and that's why it's funny because right, if you're so focused on the algorithm instead of creating, like I think that people like her who just create good content. I'm guessing I don't know Jeannie at all. Her real name Sandra. She might not never even click the analytics page because she don't care. She's having fun. You know what I'm saying? I think algorithm chaser, you're always staring at something, and in the 2-3 hours you spend staring at your analytics, you could have made 2 more videos. You probably would have been better off just making 2 more videos. But also, I do understand that you could be making them running the wrong direction. So there's different, there's different. Yeah, she's funny too, though. She's super funny.
Yeah, man. She's not even thinking about tags, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I think tags are going on the way out. I think Google has it where they have their AI algorithm, whatever, go through the video and pull stuff out and sort of then determine what your video is about. Like, tags are great if there's like multiple spellings or something weird like that. But from like the mouth of YouTube, they're sort of like less interested in tags these days. So
plus on shorts, it's just like you just want to get it on the short shelf. And that's where you're getting these kind of views, like eventually. So
I think you're better off if you're like in terms of tags, like the hashtag things, like the little pound sign. I think you're better off if you need to link your content to something, link it to a hashtag rather than to elephants.
Holy goodness, Trisha! This girl got 376,000 subs. Just Trisha.
Yeah.
Oh, Michelle's gonna like her channel because she has leopard as the header.
Just Trisha.
Yeah, Michelle's gonna love her. That first one. See, she got that LBC branding header.
Just Trisha.
It's the hauls. I'm telling you, the hauls are big. It's good for your affiliate too.
Hauls.
Yeah, hauls are really good for affiliate.
What are hauls?
Oh, 100%.
Go to the mall and buy a bunch of crap and then come home and show everybody what you bought.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. HAUL. Gotcha. Okay.
It's like multiple unboxing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she has a video from 3 years ago, how to start a successful YouTube channel with 1.3 million views.
Yeah, is that your daughter? You should have just asked her.
I know. If your daughter has 1.2 million TikTok views, just ask her.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to just go straight to the source. Like,
yeah. There you go.
Oh, from SoCal to the PI. I got it. See, that's good, man. That's good because people, are wondering like wherever you are, right? The grass is greener thing, right? So they're always wondering what I could get if you were somewhere else. And so right before the pandemic hit, I was about to turn my channel into basically American dude goes to Japan all the time. Right. That was literally what I was about to convert my channel into. And then the pandemic hit and it killed my travels. But I was going to do the things like, people reacting to, you see me, right? And then walk in the store and they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have English menu. And then they get excited. Those reactions are amazing. And I have some on video because I just happen to have the camera rolling. But every time those reactions are jaw dropping because the people are so surprised. They look at me, they have no expectation. And then I'm able to have a conversation or talk with them about stuff that they're into or whatever. And then we have a, elegant conversation in Japanese. I wanted to start videoing some of that and showing it on my channel because those do really well.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, you should. I want to give a shout out to Lennon. Man, Lennon, you guys know Lennon?
Nope. I know very few people.
Yeah. I have no friends.
And I'm terrible with names.
I just want to say congrats.
I know no one.
So Lennon was like one of the right-hand man for Tim Schmoyer. You guys know Tim. Tim.
Everybody knows Tim, right? Yeah.
Okay, so but then recently Lennon broke off and he's now doing his own thing. So Lennon, like 2 weeks ago, I think. So congrats, man.
Congratulations.
This scary waters, I'm sure, but congrats.
I'm laughing at his comment. I don't know anyone either.
I don't know anyone either. But yeah,
I
man,
love, by the way,
congratulations.
the folks that you guys have been putting up. I love their banners. It's just so simple, very catchy, very you know,
Bro.
personality centered, and you know, I just love the design. It's very, and I like this. It's very vivish, and
Yeah, man, it's like
yeah,
marble.
definitely very cool.
So here's a new one, man. Here's a new one. I heard recently some top people talking about, you know what? I'm gonna stop telling people to fix their channel page because nobody really looks at it.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I know Xiaoman. That was part of what got me on the thinking process years ago. But it wasn't even Xiaoman that got me on it. It was the brother that was doing it who recently passed away. But yeah, but it's crazy. And I was thinking, oh, you know what? I gotta put a analytic file on my page just to see how many clicks a month I get on it. Right. So run it in your real Google tracker, see how many people actually click it, because they're like, oh man, so many people spend so much time tweaking this and doing all this other stuff, and they're not actually making any content. So
videos.
And then they're asking those questions when Andrew pops up or Nick or whatever, like, oh, can you look at my banner? Blah blah blah. And it's like, bruh, nah, man, how about we get them 100 videos done first before you even think about your banner? I have never not subscribed to a channel because the banner sucked.
I don't even notice that, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I kind of agree. I'm trying to think as you're saying that, Doc. Like, when was the last time I cared about the channel banner before I subscribed? Yo, Lem's got to run, so we're gonna wrap it up here in a few minutes. But Lem, thanks for hanging out, man.
Thanks for letting me be here, guys. Love you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to
I'm glad you said
2022.
it, because Jen called you the same time Karen called me, but I don't got to look like the simp.
Peace, everybody.
All right, bro.
Take care, man.
This was great, man. Thank you.
Yeah. No,
good to
thanks,
catch up.
guys. Thanks, guys. This is great. So we're just gonna wrap it up, and yeah, we'll just wrap it up. Unless you guys got anything you want to share before we do. This is the last stream of 2021 here. Are you guys just, Doc, I'm sure you're streaming it still.
We got a New Year's Eve thing. I technically been taking the week off, but we do have a New Year's Eve thing because, hey, we're the ECAN fan. We got to do that.
I love it.
And our Christmas party was so much fun. So I think I got everybody hooked now.
It's awesome. So yeah, catch Doc over there. Rich, Graham, how about you guys? You guys got any streams and anything coming up?
I'm looking at doing a giveaway on January 6th, which is the 12 days of Christmas sort of thing, because I've been trying to plan one out. So I think I'm going to have a small little giveaway that I need to post my stream is coming video soon, and then I'll do that. And then I'm hoping to do more streaming in 2022 now that I actually have internet that, as you can see, is stable, or at least it looks stable to me. So I'm going to watch the stream afterwards to make sure it doesn't glitch out.
No, it's really stable, man. That's awesome.
Which is a major improvement, as we all know.
Hey, you look great. Nice took.
Took. Nice beanie. Awesome. And Rich, Twitch and YouTube or Facebook.
Actually, I'm producing like 2 live streams right now. One is tonight, actually, so I have to head on over to the studio to get that all set up. But that we're thinking about moving that one from Twitch to YouTube because it makes much more sense in that sense. But I do have my regular Twitch streams. I think Monday's my art streams. The other 2 days are just whatever streams there is. And I still have my channel. I mean, it's going pretty good right now.
Nice.
So I mean,
that smile.
Yeah, the reaction channels are always good. But like earlier today, somebody was asking about like, new channels and whatnot. And I'm just saying, I just pulled up a video because somebody commented on it, and it was from like 4 years ago, and the retention rate's like 19%. But for some reason, it has 5,000 views. So it's either the title or the thumbnail because nobody's sticking to watch the video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like sometimes I look at that, and that's how I test certain things. Like, is it really the video, or is it the thumbnail, the clickable thumbnail, and then the title, and then hopefully I could keep them together.
Maybe it's maybe
longer. Yeah, maybe it's Maybelline. Well, the title is Taco Bell Got Me Sick.
I'm sure Taco Bell loves you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing Doc
I'm
Rock
sure they
mention that
know.
he's waiting for his A7 IV. Yeah, that's my other big thing. I'm trying to sell a whole bunch of Nikon stuff so I can buy a whole bunch of Sony stuff, and I need to make videos about it before I sell the stuff. But I also want the new
To make
A7
room.
IV. Yeah, to make room. Well, it's like I hold up this lens here. This is like one of 8 lenses sitting in front of me between me and the monitor. So yeah, I've got a pile of stuff I got to sell. So if you're in
you just had your prime candidate sitting right here.
I'm sure he's got better stuff than I do. But yeah, no, I'm moving over to Sony. I guess that's the other big thing I'm doing because I love Nikon, but that A7 IV like hits all the boxes.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, we're gonna have Astro time then. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Thanks everyone. All right, guys. Be well.
All right,
Take
guys.
care.
Bye.
Aloha.